Oh, I'm late. How am I late? It was just 7:28 or 7:18, a little sec. I don't know. Anyway, sorry I'm late. That's why my phone was acting so strangely is when I wanted to go live. So anyway, I'm up to camp again, and I thought I'd try something new and stamp outside because let me show you. We've got a beautiful sunset happening over here. It's very calm on the lake. Look at the beautiful lake and the beautiful view. There's the hummingbird feeder, but it's empty, so no hummingbirds. But it is such a gorgeous night up here. I'm not sure what the temperature is. It's probably mid 70s right now. It's just about perfect. It's supposed to get really, really cold tonight, like in the 40s. So my husband's threatening to build a fire, which, fine, whatever. Hopefully he has more success with the fire than he's been having with the games that we've been playing tonight. Hi, Sheila. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to put you guys in the holder. It's a fairly quick card tonight. I'm honestly not even really sure what I'm doing. Ooh, my hair is kind of funky. But we're going to get started, and it's going to be a pretty quick and simple card because I am up here, and so I'm limited with my supplies because I can't pack my whole craft room. So let me go ahead and put this in the holder and turn you down. All right, so we're outside, so we're on a little makeshift table here. Hopefully it'll work. The table's really gross, so I've got some paper down on it. And I thought I would bring in the Autumn Splendor paper, and I love this paper. This is just really, really pretty, and I know it's getting dark out, so I'm going to have to kind of hurry this project along because it's not going to get any lighter, and there's no lights out here. Yep, no lights out here. Oh, I guess there is one behind me somewhere. So I'm going to bring in some dies here, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use, but I was thinking that I might use, this one might be a little too large. I'd like to use something that nests, but these guys aren't nesters. So I might have to bring in an alternate set. These dies, by the way, are called the Traditional Labels dies, and these are part of a suite that is in the September to December mini catalog. So I got a new shipment of goodies to play with, and I've been working on my swaps up here. So I do participate in a swap with some other demonstrators to share some ideas. And so I've been making some of those while I'm up here as well. So I don't know that these will really work for what I want to do. I wonder if I can use these textured notes dies in conjunction. I probably can just use a couple of these. We'll just nest these and not have to worry about the other ones making those work because we're going to be out of sunlight pretty soon. So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and I just need to focus on what area I would like to really feature in this card. And I think what I want to feature is this top half here. So I'm going to cover the whole card front. So I'm going to make this 4 1/4 inches tall. And believe it or not, I'm going to cut off this side. I'm going to make it 5 1/2 inches this way. So this is going to be our entire card front. Now I happen to have a piece of, oops, sorry, kick the table. Not used to my table moving. I have some Mossy Meadow cardstock here, and I think I have a card front in here. Yes, I do. So we're going to pull that out. And it's got a little bit of a bent corner here, but that's okay because we're just going to fold it and we're going to cover that up anyway. And we will just put that right on that whole front just like that. But before I do that, I'm going to kind of incorporate some lessons that we had learned in this week's Technique Tuesday. So I'm going to do something to this paper first. I do need to know what sentiment I'm using so that I can plan my dies accordingly. And I'm going to use this set, which is going to be the featured bundle in my Tune-In Tuesday in a couple weeks. Well, I guess a week and a half now, on the 26th. So the Label Me Grateful bundle has a bunch of just image dies plus one label die, and then the stamps are just sentiment only. So I could add in a couple of these things in here if I wanted to. I'm not sure that I want to. I may not have enough time tonight. So let's go ahead and just see what I can do. See which ones these fit. So I think this thank you will fit this smallest die. I'm going to take these two dies here, these two smallest dies, in the textured notes dies, and we're going to die cut. So I'm going to die cut the larger of the two from right about here. I've got a little bit of tape that I can hold that down, make sure that that guy doesn't move, so he's nice and straight. And at the same time, I'm going to, I think, die cut a little piece of basic white, probably basic white. Let's see if I've got any scraps. I don't really, so we're going to have to just make some. Now you could, of course, just use a regular rectangle from here as well, but I don't want to do that because, you know, I want to pretty it up a little bit. And my scissors sheath just went off the porch. Whatever. I'll get it later. It's black. I'm sure it won't be hard to find in the dark. So I better really move this along, huh? Now, because I am stamping on this, I think I will stamp first and then I will put my other thing on. Ooh, do I have a block? I know I have a block because I had some blocks to stamp with earlier. But let's just use this paper pumpkin that I always take with me now because I usually leave things behind at home. And I'm going to get out, let's see, what color should we use? I think we've got some colors in here. This features some old in colors. That there's a copper clay in there, I think. But pecan pie would work nicely there. Crushed curry would look nice there. A mossy meadow, which is what I'm looking for right now, would look good there. And it's the last, nope, it's not even the last one I opened up. Where's my mossy meadow? There it is, I found it. We're going to stamp thank you in mossy meadow. Everybody have a good week? I had a pretty good week. And it's been beautiful up here. This will be my last time until the beginning of October. So we will be back up here in the beginning of October. Actually, I'll be up here. I'll be leaving up here when it is World Card Making Day, which is Saturday the 4th. That is a week before my fall retreat. Now, if you have not registered for my fall retreat, remember the early bird price goes away on Sunday. I will have the link for you to register. You can attend this retreat in person or by mail. Totally up to you. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm not sure if this table's going to hold it up well or not. That's some other stuff just banging around. Let's see. I didn't really think about things too carefully when I was planning to come outside. I should have thought about the ease of getting all my stuff in a great location. But we're going to put this in here, and I'm going to put it on a slight angle, as I will the other. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put the words in first, because it's more crucial that I get that lined up, I think. I'm going to put the dies in at the first half. That way, if things jump and move it's less likely to jump and move in a bad way. Ooh, this table's really shaky. It's a TV tray. It's been outside for a while. Not so sure it's in great condition. Oh, I just brought my white piece, and I think it may have dropped all the way under the porch. It did. Hey, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go see if I can fetch it. La-di-da-di-da-di. I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. It's in my Big Shot. Not Big Shot, you know what I mean. Stamp and cut and emboss machine. Okay, so, phew. Because that was not going to be pretty if I had to crawl underneath. Look what I found at the same time. My scissors case. All right. So, here we have this. So we've cut a window out of here. And we talked on Tuesday, I think it was, of using the negative space from a die. We used that with the letters. That was the first card, I think. So we're going to still have negative space in here, but I can't stamp directly on it because it's the wrong color. So let's go ahead and adhere that down. And I'm just going to use regular adhesive. There we go. And remember, it covers the whole card front, so it should be pretty easy to lay down. There we go. And then in that negative space, I'm now going to take this piece and I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. So you've got some dimension going on in the front, but also you've got this little window, but something popping out of the window. It's kind of a unique little look, I think. Get my dimensionals out here. And just take a couple pieces, I think, from the edge. And we can put that on just like that. Now, if you wanted to bring in some of the Label Me Grateful greenery, you could do that. Let's see what it looks like. We have a little bit of time before it's completely dark out here. And I really don't like how I need to make sure my dies aren't going to fall off. All right, so if I brought in these Label Me Grateful pieces here, I've got just some regular leaves. I've got this larger one that seems awfully large, but I could put it under here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let's do that, shall we? Now, what are we going to get that from, though? Let's see. Well, we do have the back of this paper that we trimmed off. Let's see if we can get the rest of that, because this is wild wheat. Remember wild wheat? It's that kind of color that reminded me of baby poop. Ooh. I'm kind of glad it's gone. I mean, it did grow on me, but let's face it, it really did look like baby poop. I mean, I guess paired with the right thing, it looks good, but yeah, I say let's move on. I like our new in colors better. All right, so we're going to die cut this. I'm just going to do one, because this is a pretty big die here. So remember, it's not just stamping and using cardstock for dies, but you can also die cut from designer series paper for a slightly different look. In this case, it's just not quite a solid look. And I don't have my take your pick tool, so we're going to have to fish it out this way. Now you probably can't see because it's getting dark. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, that looks pretty too, doesn't it? Ooh, I kind of like that. I wonder how that looks on here. Let's see. Let's see. It might. I think it might compete a little bit too much. So let's just turn this over. And we have something that looks like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll just bring in a little bit of adhesive to hold it down. I mean, technically speaking, probably the dimensionals are going to grab hold of it anyway. But we'll just put some in here. Here we go. Take our adhesive backing off our dimensionals. And put that right. Oops, got to center it. Still got to center it. Here we go. That looks pretty good, I think. And so we've got a pretty quick and easy card. It's got a nice little die cut to dress it up a bit. But what a pretty fall kind of card, I think. By the way, that sunflower embossing folder, that is out again. Remember, I went to the trouble of expediting because I knew it would go quickly, and so I wanted to order it for my Clubhouse class next week. So it is out, but good news is it is only out until next week, the week of the 25th. So I guess I think we still have a week and a half left or so. So it should be back in that week of the 25th. So if it's something that has been on your list, you're going to want to go onto my website, go onto my online store, and when you click on the sunflower folder, it will tell you it is out of stock, but if you try to order it, it'll give you a pop-up asking you if you want to know when it's back in stock. So they'll send you the notice of when it gets back in stock so you can jump on and order it. So don't say I didn't warn you if you're trying to get it and you can't. But there's a quick and simple card. We just need to put a layer on the inside, but I'm running out of daylight. So let me just go ahead and here I am. Oops, see the glow here. All right, so this is the sun now. It has, oops, whatever. It has set really, really pretty out here. So calm. I can hear the traffic over there, but it's just really peaceful here. Nice and quiet. And everything is really green. I did want to show you something sad. Our little crab apple tree. Ooh, there's a bunch of flies out here. That's disgusting. I don't know if you can see it. It's happening right here. There's a ton of them. I'm going inside because that's gross. It's creepy. But our apple tree is dying, and that's what attracted the moose and the deer last year. So I'm hoping it won't die completely and we can keep on enjoying some local wildlife here when it comes closer to fall and apple eating season. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. Don't forget, if you wanted to register for my fall retreat, that deadline is this Sunday. So don't forget, $99, and then it goes up to $109 starting on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. I think it's going to be a nice one. We'll see you later.